Yeah, hi everyone. Welcome to MyMax Academy. In this video, we'll continue with the chapter Determinants, which is from your 12th standard CBSE Mathematics. I'll start with miscellaneous exercise in page number 141 of your textbook. First problem, we should prove that the value of this determinant is independent of theta, which means when we evaluate or when we expand this determinant, we should get a value which is independent of theta, which means it should not have theta. Fine. So solution is, we will try to expand this. So how do you expand this determinant? So we can expand by any row or any column. We'll expand by row 1. So expanding by row 1, expanding by or expanding along, whatever. Right. So x into, so we are taking x and we have to close this particular row and this particular column. You'll get minus x into x is minus x square, minus 1 into 1 is 1. Right? If you close this particular row, this particular column, x into, close first row, first column, minus x into x is x square, minus 1 into 1 is 1. And this is second element. So minus, you have to put minus sine theta because it is, the position is a1, 2 and 1 plus 2 is 3. Odd number means negative, minus sine theta of, you have to close this particular row and this particular column. You get x into minus sine theta is minus x sine theta into, if you close this, then minus 1 into cos theta is minus cos theta. Then the last element plus cos theta into, we have to close this particular row and this particular column. Right? So if you close this particular row and this particular column, 1 into minus sin theta is minus sin theta, then minus x into cos theta will become plus x cos theta. Plus x cos theta. Now, so this becomes equal to, if you call this as delta equal to, so x into x square is minus x cube minus x. I'm just multiplying, pure multiplication. Then minus into minus is plus x sine square theta. Then minus into minus plus sine theta cos theta. Then here minus sine theta cos theta. Then this is cos theta into x cos into x cos square theta. X cos square theta. Now, if you observe this, these two will get cancelled. So you will get minus x cube minus x plus x into, if I take x common from this and this, you will get sine square theta plus cos square theta. So that is equal to minus x cube minus x plus x into, this is sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1, so it will become 1. So you get, this is x into 1 is x and minus x plus x will get cancelled. You will get minus x cube, and which is, does not have theta, so which is independent of, theta. Which is independent of theta. Fine. So the final value of the determinant delta is independent of theta. Fine. So all of you can pause the video and take the notes. I will go to the next problem, which is problem number 2. Second problem. So it says without expanding, prove that. You have to prove that determinant a square bc, then b square ca, then c square ab equal to determinant of 1 1 1 a square b square c square a cube b cube c cube. So without expanding, we have to prove that this equal to this. Without expanding the determinant, we have to prove this, right? So solution is, let's take our LHS. Left hand side is what? This one, determinant a square bc, b square ca, c square ab. Right? So I'm starting with LHS. Now if you observe again here, we have to get 1 1 1 a square b square c square a cube b cube c cube. Now we have a square b square c square, we need a cube b cube c cube. Here we have a b c, here we have a square b square c square. Suppose if I multiply the first row with a, right? First row with a, to multiply first row with a, then I have to divide by a. So I'm going to multiply each element of row 1 with A. So it will become A square will become A cube, BC will become ABC. Fine. So when I multiply by A, I have to divide by A. Right? Again, multiplying the second row by B, I have to divide by B. Then multiply by B. So this becomes B square, B cube, and this will become BCA. Again, multiply the third row with C. When you multiply third row elements with C, you have to divide by C. Only then the value of the determinant will be same. So divide by C, so multiply by C. That's why I put 1 by C. So multiply by C, you get C square, C cube, CAB. Now if you see the last column, column 3, all of them have the same element, ABC, ABC, ABC. So that can be taken out of the determinant. So this will come out of the determinant. So it will become ABC by, we have this ABC. Then you have determinant A square, B square, C square, A cube, B cube, C cube, and this will become 1, 1, 1. It will become 1, 1, 1 because we have taken ABC out of the column C3. Right? Now this ABC, AA, BB, CC will go. You will get this determinant. And again here we need to get 1, 1, 1 in the first column, but it is in the third column. So we will swap this and this. We will shift C2 and C3. So when we shift C2 and C3, column 2 and column 3 will get 1 negative. So we'll put negative and we are going to change. So A square, B square, C square, we are swapping C3 and C2. So this will become 1, 1, 1 and this will become A cube, B cube, C cube. Determinant close. Now again we need 1, 1, 1 in the first column. So again swap this and this. So whenever you interchange any row or column, then the value of the determinant changes by sign, right? So that is your property 2, right? So again when I interchange these two, I'm going to interchange my column 2 and column 1. So column 2 will come to column 1, column 1 will go to column 2. Then I'll get another minus. Already there is a minus. If I shift to this, one more minus, which is this. So it will become 1, 1, 1, A square, B square, C square, A cube, B cube, C cube. Right? So this minus into minus will become plus. So it will become plus 1, 1, 1, A square, B square, C square, A cube, B cube, C cube, which is equal to RHS, right hand side. So we got this equal to this. We put this equal to this without expanding. Right? We are just applying the properties of determinants and we are proving that LHS is equal to RHS. That's why without expanding. We never expanded the determinant. Fine. So this is the answer. So all of you can pause the video and take the notes. I will go to the next problem. Problem number 3. Let me erase this. So problem number 3 is we have to again evaluate and find the value of the determinant. So third one was evaluate. Evaluate cos alpha, cos beta, cos alpha, sin beta, then minus sin alpha, minus sin beta, cos beta, 0, then sin alpha, cos beta, then sin alpha, sin beta, then cos alpha. We have to evaluate, we have to find the value of the determinant. Again, here they are not saying use the properties or anything. If there is anything to use the properties, we'll try to apply the properties. If not, we can directly expand, right? So we have to evaluate this determinant. So solution is, we can try to, we will try to see if we can apply any property. Nothing is, coming up, in the sense we can't make anything 0 easily. And they have not said use the properties. So we can directly expand. So we can expand along column C3 because it has a 0. So we'll say expanding along C3, along column C3, column 3. Then it will become minus sin alpha into, so we have to close this particular row and this particular column. So you'll get sin beta into this. So we'll get minus sin beta into sin alpha, sin beta, minus this into this. So if you close this and this, so this into this minus this into this. Minus cos beta into sin alpha cos beta. Right? Then we get plus 0 into, so this is a21, a22, a23. So 23 means minus. So minus, you'll get 0 into anything. Even if you close this, 0 into anything will give you 0. So we can go to this one. This portion is a33, so it will become plus. I'm not continuing here, I'm writing here. So plus cos alpha into, so close this particular row and this particular column. We'll get this into this, which is cos beta into cos alpha cos beta, right, minus, so we have closed this and this, so this into this minus sin beta into this will become plus sin beta into cos alpha sin beta, this into this. So close this. Now if you expand this, so what do you get? Minus into minus plus, so I'll get right here minus sin alpha into, what is this? This is minus sin square beta sin alpha, then this is minus cos square beta sin alpha, then plus cos alpha, this into cos beta into cos beta is cos square beta cos alpha, plus sin square beta cos alpha. Sin beta and sin beta, sin square beta, this is cos alpha. Now again, so this will become minus sin alpha into, if I take here minus sin alpha common, I'll get sin square beta plus cos square beta. Then plus cos alpha into, if I take in these two, if I take cos alpha common, the cos alpha will come, I'll have cos square beta plus sin square beta. So cos square beta plus sin square beta. Fine. So now, so this becomes minus sin alpha into minus sin alpha will become sin square alpha. This is 1. Sin square beta plus cos square beta is 1. So this will become only minus sin alpha into minus sin alpha is sin square alpha, plus this will become 1. So cos square alpha plus cos alpha into cos alpha is cos square alpha. So finally we will get sin square alpha plus cos square alpha, which is 1. So that is the value of the determinant. The value of this determinant equal to 1. Final answer is number 1. Fine. So all of you can pause the video and take the notes. Fine. Let's go to the next one, which is 4th question. Probably you can pause the video and take the notes. I'll erase this. So 4th question is, we have to show that A, B, C are real numbers. So given is A, B, C are real numbers. And also they have said delta equal to 0. Delta which is equal to B plus C, C plus A plus B, again C plus A plus B, B plus C, A plus B, B plus C, and C plus A is equal to 0. This is also given. So what we have to show? We have to show that either A plus B plus C, either A plus B plus C equal to 0, or we have to prove A equal to B equal to C. We have to prove either this is equal to 0 or A equal to B equal to C when if this determinant is equal to 0. So this determinant equal to 0 is given. We need not prove this. We have to prove this. We have to show either this A plus B plus C is 0 or A equal to B equal to C. Fine. Now let's take solution. Let's see now if we can, let me write the determinant again. So delta equal to B plus C, C plus A plus B, C plus A plus B, B plus C, A plus B, B plus C, C plus A, and it is equal to 0. That is given. Now let's see if we add all the rows or all the columns or any two rows or any two columns to see whether we can get the same value in any one of the rows or any one of the columns. Fine, suppose if you add all the rows, right? If you add this plus this plus this, you'll get a plus a 2a, b plus b 2b, c plus c 2c. We'll get 2a plus 2b plus 2c. Here also if you add all, we'll get 2a plus 2b plus 2c. Here also we'll get 2a plus 2b plus 2c. So all the elements in the row 1 will become 2 times a plus b plus c. So that can be taken out of the determinant, right? So if we apply R1 implies R1 plus R2 plus R3, then this becomes a plus a plus a. So you'll get 2 times a plus b plus c. Again, this will also become 2 times a plus b plus c. This will also become 2 times a plus b plus c. Fine. Now the second row, no change. Third row, also no change. Equal to 0. This is given. Now we can take 2 times a plus b plus c out of the first row because it is present in each one of the elements here. Right? So you get 2 times a plus b plus c. If that is taken out, you get 1, 1, 1, c plus a plus b, b plus c, and a plus b, b plus c, c plus a. Now, so that is equal to 0. We have to put equal to 0. Equal to 0. Equal to 0 is given. So if I erase this, if I put a line here, now again, so then this 2 will go to this side. The a plus b plus c will not go this side. Only 2 will go this side. So 0 by 2. So 2 will be gone. So we will just have only a plus b plus c into determinant. That's been understood. Sorry. So again, if you see here, before we get on to this, we can make these two 0 because we got 1, 1, 1. I told you the moment you get 1, 1, 1, then we can make two of the elements in row 1 as 0 by applying this minus this. So column 2 minus column 1. This can be applied as column 3 minus column 1. So this will become, so when 2 of the elements in a row or a column become 0, then we can easily expand. So we will apply the column operation. C2 implies C2 minus C1 and C3 implies C3 minus C1. Then this becomes 2 of, okay, I'm not taking the 2 out, we'll keep the 2 here. We can check later. So you become, the determinant becomes 1 C plus A plus B. I'm writing the first column as it is, this one as it is. Second column is 1 minus 1 is 0. Then A plus B minus C plus A will become B minus C. Minus. So A plus B minus C plus A. This minus this A will get cancelled, it will get B minus C. Then this minus this B plus C minus A plus B. So BB will go, it will get C minus A. So C minus A. Then again C3 minus C1 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Then B plus C minus C plus A will give you B minus A. Then C plus A minus A plus B will give you C minus B equal to 0. Right? Again, so we'll keep this 2. We'll take it later to the other side if required. Now we can start expanding along column, along row 1. Row 1. So that will be 1 into this into this. B minus C, this whole thing. B minus C into C minus B minus C minus A into B minus C. C minus A into B minus A equal to 0. So if you close this and this into this, minus this into this. Fine. Now if you do this, what do we get? So 2 times A plus B plus C into, expand this, B into C, BC, B into minus B square, then C into C minus C square, this is plus BC, and this becomes minus C into B, CB, C into minus A is minus CA, there is a plus, so plus CA, then minus A into B is minus AB into minus, plus AB, then minus into minus A into minus A is minus A square, then there's a minus into A into minus A is plus A square, there's a minus, so minus A square equal to 0. Now you see that BC minus BC, it's cancelled. So we have 2 times a plus b plus c into, here I have minus a square minus b square minus c square plus ab plus bc plus ca equal to 0. Fine. Now what we have is now, so now we can take this 2 inside, right? If I take this 2 inside and I'll take minus outside, so if this 2 goes inside, then I'm taking a minus outside, so then it will become minus of a plus b plus c. This 2 is going inside and I have taken minus outside, so all this sign will change because I have taken minus outside, and this 2 is going inside, so it will go to 2a square and the signs will change, plus 2b square plus 2c square. This will become minus 2ab minus 2bc minus 2ca equal to 0. Fine. This 2, when it goes here, it will become 2a square, 2 into b square, 2b square, 2 into c square, 2c square. But it should become minus 2c square. I am writing plus 2c square because I have taken minus common. From all these I have taken minus common. So why we do this? Because this will get into a form of a minus b whole square and b minus c the whole square form. That's why we are doing that. Now this minus can be thrown here, so it will go here. The minus goes that side, so it will go. We will get a plus b plus c. The minus 1 will go here. It will become 0 by minus 1, which is 0. So this a square can be written as a square plus a square. B square can be written as b square plus 2b square can be written as b square plus b. 2c square can be written as c square plus c square. And this will write as 2ab minus 2bc minus 2ca. This will not change, equal to 0. Now a plus b plus c into this can be written as, if you take this, a square plus b square plus minus 2ab is a minus b the whole square. So these 3 terms will become a minus b the whole square. Now if you take b square plus c square minus 2bc, the double lines, that will become b minus c the whole square, plus if you take the triple lines, c square plus a square minus 2ca will become c minus a the whole square equal to 0. Fine. Now the product of 2 numbers equal to 0, which means either this is 0 or this is 0. Right? This into this is 0, which means a plus b plus c equal to 0, or this should be 0. A minus b the whole square plus b minus c the whole square plus c minus a the whole square should be equal to 0. Now when a plus b plus c equal to 0, we got this. Or we should get here. This should give you a equal to b equal to c. Now, so I will again write here. So a plus b plus c equal to 0, or now here a minus b the whole square, b minus c the whole square, c minus a the whole square. Now this is always positive or non-negative. A minus b the whole square is always positive or non-negative, right? So which means this value is either positive or 0. It cannot be negative, right? So which means, so we will say a minus b the whole square is greater or equal to 0, b minus c the whole square is greater or equal to 0, c minus a the whole square is greater or equal to 0, right? Now but the sum is 0. Sum of 3 numbers is 0 and they are non-negative. They cannot be negative. When the sum of 3 non-negative numbers is 0, then each number should be 0. Suppose if you have x plus y plus z equal to 0, suppose sum of and if I say x is greater or equal to 0, y is also greater or equal to 0, z is also greater or equal to 0, then which means either all are positive, right? If all are positive, then it cannot, the sum cannot be equal to 0. Sum cannot be equal to 0, right? If suppose if 2 of them is positive and if you have to get 0, then one of them should be negative. Only then you will get cancel and get 0. So which means if each number is non-negative and sum of the 3 numbers is equal to 0, then the only solution is each number should be equal to 0. Which means here sum of 3 numbers is 0 and each number is positive or 0, means each number should be x equal to 0, y equal to 0, z equal to 0 is the only solution of this. So when you solve this, x plus y plus z equal to 0 means what? X is 0, y is 0, z is 0. Because if not, then x should be greater than 0, y should be greater than 0 and z should be greater than 0. This and x should be 0 and y should be 0 and z should be 0. Only if all the 3 are equal to 0, only then you will get the value as 0. Even if one of them is not equal to 0, which means it is positive. If it is positive, the other two will be either 0 or positive. So which means the sum will never become 0. You understand? So whenever the three numbers are non-negative numbers, non-negative means greater or equal to 0. When three numbers are non-negative, and if the sum of the three numbers is 0, then each number should be 0. So this implies, therefore each number should be equal to 0. This equal to 0, this equal to 0, this equal to 0. So therefore a minus b equal to 0, b minus c equal to 0, and c minus a equal to 0. All are equal to 0. A minus b equal to 0 and b minus c equal to 0 and c minus a. So a minus b equal to 0 means a equal to, a minus b the whole square equal to 0. And b minus c the whole square equal to 0, c minus a the whole square. So each number, this should be 0, this should be 0, this should be 0. Because each of them is greater or equal to 0, non-negative number. So which means a minus b equal to 0 and b minus c equal to 0 and c minus a equal to 0. Which means a equal to b. When a minus b equal to 0 means a equal to b and b equal to c and c equal to a. Because b minus c equal to 0 means b should be equal to c. C minus a equal to 0 means c equal to a. Now, so therefore we finally got a equal to b and b equal to c and c equal to a means what? A equal to b equal to c. Or this, or here we have a plus b plus c equal to 0. So which means either this is 0 or a equal to b equal to c, which is this. Fine. So this is what we have to prove. Fine. So we have proved that the value, this value of the determinant is 0, either a plus b plus c is 0 or a equal to b equal to c. A plus b plus c is 0 or a equal to b equal to c. A equal to b equal to c. Right. So here I will write a equal to b and b equal to c and c equal to a. This gives you this. A equal to b equal to c. Right. When a equal to b and b equal to c and c equal to a, and a equal to b equal to c, all the three are equal. Even from these two we can say when a equal to b and b equal to c, which means a equal to c. So a, b, c, all the three are equal. Fine. So all of you can pause the video and take the notes, and I will stop the session here. You can watch the next video for the continuation of this. Thank you for watching. See you all in the next video. Thank you.